I didn't even know wildlife rehabilitation was a thing until I heard about this place.
We've become, I would say, a part of the community within Saskatoon and within the larger community of Saskatchewan. The community knows us. We work with our veterinarians. We have lots of young people from the university who are trying to get into vet school. And so I hear that our name is bandied around on campus frequently. We are a huge resource within this community to take in the injured and orphaned wildlife. And it's something that we hear on a daily basis. Thank goodness you guys exist, because I didn't know what to do.
I came from Iran with my family here back in 2009. We may have had wildlife conservation over there, but I didn't know about it. And it wasn't something that was really spoken about. My original plan for last summer was I would get, just a random little job part-time at a grocery store or something, and then volunteer here to gain that animal handling experience. But then Jan told me, just send me a resume and maybe we'll see if we can hire you. And that turned out to work.
The Work to Grow program gave us the opportunity to hire additional staff, but additional staff with different backgrounds. The young people that came to work this past summer were not from Saskatoon, and sometimes they didn't necessarily know some of our native animals, but they also just brought a different perspective on conservation and nature to our group of people. It was really nice to be able to integrate some of their information and their perspectives into the work that we do.
Seeing how people think in the field and seeing what they talk about and how they go about bringing change, that just made me feel super excited and happy to be here. And I think without the grant, that opportunity wouldn't be possible for me. So I think that was a very fortunate thing.
One thing that I like to say a lot, and I gained this tagline from other organizations that I've worked with, is the idea that people will protect what they love. And so what we're trying to do through Work to Grow and through all of the work that Nature Canada does is to instill that love of nature in people. And so people can love nature in many different ways. You don't need to be a scientist who's doing direct research. We can connect with nature in so many different ways. And so through Work to Grow, we're looking to offer more opportunities for diverse Canadians to connect with nature, to give them those opportunities so that they too can learn to love nature, and in so help us to protect the amazing biodiversity and nature that we have in this country.
I'm hoping to get into vet med, and animal handling is a huge part of that. Knowing how to hold an animal when you want to examine it, knowing how to keep it from getting too stressed, how to examine them, how to check for injuries, like the different signs, like different sounds that they might make in their lungs or in their heart, or how a broken bone might feel under the skin. Those are all things that I could never visualize or imagine how they would feel, but working here, I saw all those.
So the Work to Grow program is a wage subsidy support program that allows us to match 50% wages to our nature network partners. So for nature organizations across the country who want to hire youth into their organizations, we provide them with that capacity, that extra resource to be able to do that for short-term contracts, specifically to help to address the diversity disparities in the nature sector. So there is that drive there, but also the exciting thing is like the youth that we meet. And so some of those like stories of youth that we've engaged are just mind-blowingly inspiring, and there's more of them that want, they want in and they want that opportunity. And so the more that this sector can do to provide those spaces and those opportunities for people to come in and really show their stuff, I think the better off we'll be.
If there's more diverse people, if there's a lot of different minds thinking about the same problem, you're going to have a lot of different points of views, a lot of potential, right answers. I think everyone should be given the opportunity to contribute.
Any advocacy efforts anywhere are going to be stronger with more voices. We so desperately need to bring in new voices and a wide variety of voices so that it's not seen as that conservation is sort of a white middle class issue. It's not. It crosses all, financial boundaries, color boundaries. It crosses everything. Everybody is impacted when nature is impacted.
It's just a really cool experience and opportunity to be able to work with animals that you otherwise would never have even come in contact with. I think having that experience, I'm going to be able to apply it a lot to, my future career. The more open spots there are for people like me, the more likely they are to become familiarized with all the different ways that they can interact with nature and work in the field.